A hidden treasure, sealed for billions of years, is making its way to the surface, not through human excavation, but through Earth's own ancient internal alchemy. This isn't fiction, it's a seismic revelation rising from the heart of our world. In a groundbreaking discovery published on May the 21st, 2025, in the journal Nature, scientists from the University of Göttingen in Germany revealed something astonishing. Earth's core is leaking precious metals. Led by geochemist Dr. Niels Messling, the research team found that elements like gold and ruthenium, long believed locked inside the core since Earth's formation, are rising to the surface through deep volcanic processes. This isn't just a novel idea, it's evidence-based and measurable. The implications are massive, not just for geology but for our understanding of Earth as a living, evolving system. If materials from the core can make their way up through the mantle and into the crust, then Earth is far more connected and dynamic than previously thought. It suggests a planet in constant conversation with itself, its deepest parts whispering to the surface in molten syllables. To appreciate this finding, we must journey inward, far beneath the soil and stone. Earth is structured in three primary layers: the crust, the mantle, and the core. The crust is the thin, solid shell upon which all life depends. Beneath that lies the mantle, a massive layer of hot, semi-solid rock that slowly convects over geological time. But go deeper still, and you reach the core. First, the outer core, a swirling sea of liquid iron and nickel, and then the inner core, a solid ball of searing metal, spinning and compressing under pressures greater than any surface force can produce. The inner core is hotter than the surface of the sun, exceeding 5,000 degrees Celsius. It's a crucible where gravity and chemistry have conspired since Earth's earliest days. Until recently, scientists believed this core was geochemically sealed, entirely cut off from the layers above. No upward exchange, no leaching of materials, just pressure, heat, and isolation. But that story, held firm for generations, is now being challenged. The breakthrough came not from deep drilling or seismic probes, but from lava, molten rock ejected from one of Earth's most geologically active places, Hawaii. The researchers studied samples from Kilauea, a volcano fed by a powerful mantle plume that reaches deep into the Earth, potentially to the boundary between the mantle and the core. Within these lavas, they found a geochemical clue, ruthenium-100. This rare isotope is far more abundant in Earth's core than in its crust or mantle. Its presence in surface lava couldn't be explained by contamination or by recycling of crustal rocks. It had to have come from deep below. Using ultra-sensitive mass spectrometry, the team also identified traces of gold, osmium, and iridium. These elements, known as siderophiles or iron lovers, tend to bond with iron and sink into Earth's core during formation. That they were now appearing in volcanic rock suggested a deep and direct connection to the planet's metallic heart. When the first data came in, said Dr. Messling, we realized we had literally struck gold. It was both a scientific and symbolic truth. The core was speaking, and its message was written in the language of rare metals. So how did these heavy elements make their way to the surface? The answer lies in the process of mantle plumes. Mantle plumes are vast, rising columns of superheated rock that begin near the core mantle boundary and ascend over tens of millions of years. These plumes are powerful enough to break through the rigid mantle and create volcanic hotspots, fixed points where molten rock bursts forth and forms volcanic islands. Islands like Hawaii, Iceland, and the Galapagos owe their existence to such plumes. They're more than geologic curiosities. They're the arteries of Earth's deep interior, pumping heat and material upward from the planet's depths. Professor Matthias Wilbold, a co-author of the study, emphasized the scale of the phenomenon. We can now prove that huge volumes of superheated mantle material, several hundreds of quadrillion metric tons, originate at the core mantle boundary and rise to the Earth's surface to form ocean islands like Hawaii. That's not poetic exaggeration. That's quantifiable data-backed geology. Earth is not static. It's a restless, layered engine, and now we know that engine leaks. What emerges from this discovery is a profound truth. Earth is alive in ways we're only beginning to grasp. The core, once thought to be a locked vault, is participating in a global geologic cycle, one where materials can migrate from the very center of the planet to its surface. Every volcanic eruption may be more than a dramatic display. It could be an exhalation, Earth's way of venting its ancient secrets. Each plume of lava is a time capsule, revealing not just what's beneath our feet, but what's been buried for billions of years. And it's not a one-way flow. Subduction zones, where one tectonic plate slides beneath another, drag crustal material down into the mantle, beginning the cycle anew. The Earth is recycling itself constantly, layer by layer, breath by breath. This research doesn't just reshape theories, it could redefine exploration. If precious metals can rise from the core via volcanic hotspots, it may help explain why certain island chains are rich in rare earth elements. These findings could influence future mining strategies or the hunt for deep-source ore deposits. But the implications extend beyond economics. This study touches everything from the evolution of Earth's magnetic field to how heat moves through the planet's body, to how continents drift and reshape the globe. The core may not just generate magnetic protection, it may nourish the crust with metals that become vital to civilization. It's strange to think about. The gold in a ring, the ruthenium in a satellite, the iridium in an automobile, all possibly born in Earth's core, pushed upward through time and now resting in human hands. Atoms forged in crushing heat, buried miles below, traveling upward on plumes of stone, only to end up adorning a finger or powering a rocket. Earth, it seems, is not a silent observer. It is a storyteller, a creator, and its tales are written not just in fossils or mountains, but in the rare metals that quietly trace its deepest rhythms. We often look to space in search of wonder, but this discovery reminds us that beneath our feet lies an unexplored frontier, a realm where gold can seep through stone, where volcanic fire carries billion-year-old secrets, and where the heart of the planet is far more connected to our world than we ever imagined. This isn't just a scientific revelation. It's a philosophical one. The Earth is not dead rock. It is dynamic, mysterious, and still in many ways unknown. If molten gold can rise from Earth's core to the surface, what other wonders are waiting, hidden in the fire below? Subscribe now to uncover more astonishing stories from the living planet we call home.